So on July 17th, let's see if I got the date right, 17th, yeah. This is about a week and a half after Gina. And basically what was going on was this Gina thing had sort of pissed off the mafia, okay? More than just one reason. For one, I guess I got naked. I guess I got naked in front of Gina, and I guess that was wrong, although I still have trouble understanding why. I believe that's how you do it these days, is you get naked. But, you know, it's like, you know, Debbie and Teddy are giving me crap about this, what I did to Gina. It's like, anyways, but what really was the problem was that Gina wasn't for sure thing, and I didn't do her. Well, so everybody's thinking, you know, what the hell? What is with Chris? He must be gay. He must be gay as hell, because, you know, he's got, you know, whatever this plan, whatever's working the magic, whoever's running the puppet show called God's Plan or whatever, the game of life, whatever Roller's calling it. He's not letting Chris get laid by sure things, and so we got to figure out, you know, what to do here. I mean, so my demon's a little bit pissed off. Plus, they're like really confused because they're like, you know, if he can't take down an easy, you know, a for sure thing named Gina, then he's got to be gay, and we're gonna he just must be, he needs to be veered off. He needs to be applied a little bit of pressure to get him to be, you know, so he can stick his wiener in somebody's butt. Anyways, so there's a little bit of peer pressure. So on that night, on the 17th, there is this let's say a friend I met I met him somewhere, and he's talking. He says, "You want to get some the P word? You want to get some P? You want to get some pussy?" And I'm like, okay. And he says this about 20 times. Okay, this is all that's on his mind. I'm thinking, well, this is unusual. I never find anybody. I have no wingman to help me to go search for women. It's all by myself. It's all. So this is a shock to me. I'm finding somebody that's wants to. We're going to go on hunting together. Okay, and anyway, so we take off. We go to another place, and on that path, on the drive there. There's other places in Bloomington. On that path there, he gives me some weed, but it wasn't weed, man. It was something nasty. I don't even know, but I was high for like 8 hours. I was messed up. Anyways, in hindsight, what I realized later is that I was actually drugged. I was drugged, and it was in preparation for the what is called the raping, the rape-a-thon. So when we get to this other bar, I'm avoiding names here at all costs, just because it's just a good story. It's not really meant to embarrass anybody. Anyways, so we get there, and there's 4 guys. There's now 4 or 5 guys, and they're feeding me. They give me drinks called margaritas, and I guess if I found out a few days later that margarita is a gay drink, oh well, I guess if you got issues, you might think that, but I guess I guess a margarita is considered to be, anyways, whatever. I didn't know this, and I'm just sipping them away because I love margaritas. Anyways, they gave me 2 of them. They were ready to give me a third, and I held off. The reason why I was holding off is because I was they kind of cornered me into a booth, and I was against the wall, so I was kind of pinned in there, not really forced, but it was kind of they're gonna coax me a little bit into how you be gay, and then one of the guys would say this, you know that the guy you drove over with, he's gay as whatever, something, some kind of whatever you call that. Anyways, one sec. Metaphor or simile is what I was looking for. But yeah, so gay is whatever, some kind of reference to. Anyways, one second. Anyways, the night is a little bit chaotic. We're in the middle of this. Get the place. I forget what it's called, but it's a restaurant, and they're issuing these vulgarities, and I'm looking at the tables, the kids, and there's kids nearby. And I'm wondering, if this. I'm wondering if the whole place is in on this or something, because nobody's getting up and leaving. I don't hear any complaints going on, and I'm just trying to wonder what is this place? Is it a gay place or something, or what? But there's kiddies here, so it seems like a family place, but vulgarities are being issued, and nobody seems to really be caring. They bring over the waitress. I guess it was. I think there's some. They're asking, "Do you like?" So do you? I think they asked her, "Do you think this guy's handsome?" They're pointing to me, and I think she said, "Yeah." I guess that was my moment that I was supposed to like just rip off my clothes and do it right there or something. Because I guess I was. It seemed like that was maybe, in hindsight, it seemed like that was supposed to be maybe a way to. I was supposed to ask her out or something at that point, and of course I'm just trying to. My mind is set on trying to figure out how I'm gonna, keep my my butt closed this night, and yeah, picking up a lady was least of my problems at this point. So I go to the bathroom and I think one of the guys went in there, kind of followed me in there to kind of make sure I didn't sneak out, right? Anyways. I'm envisioning. Anyways, it's just not a pretty picture here. Anyways, we get outside, and one of the guys hands me a screw and says, "I would like to screw you." And I thought, yeah, well, this is. I said, this is great. This is. I said no, thank you. Anyways. I was just thinking this would be a great approach for women, hand her a screw and see if she wants to screw. See how that approach works, and of course they'll call 911. And me, I didn't have my phone. Oh, by the way, I didn't mention the phone thing. The guy that I was riding with, he kept making mention. You don't have your phone, do you? I said nope. I left this at home. He says he made mention. He must have asked that question about 5-6 times. You don't have your phone, right? I said, nope, you want me to get it? Oh, no. So get that. You don't have your phone, right? That's so that I couldn't, call 911 when I'm getting raped by 4 or 5 guys. But yeah, I'm pretty much stoned and a little bit drunk. And anyways, nothing happened that I can remember. But that was supposed to be a joke there. That was supposed to be anyway. Anyways, I get to my car and eventually get to my car and I just left. It was pretty much. I mean, in the parking lot, I said, "Does this guy need a ride home?" And they're doing their own thing. Anyways. I don't know why I was trying to be sympathetic to somebody getting a ride home when their intention was to basically, peer pressure rape, see if I'd be gay, like I think Teddy put this on. I think Teddy orchestrated this little old, whatever you call it, a hit. I mean, it wouldn't have been as simple as getting raped. I mean, if I'd have fought anything, I'd been dead. I mean, it's as simple as that. I would have been raped, and then killed. I mean, if I fought, and I may have been killed before the raping, killed and raped. Anyways, and anyway, so one second. So in hindsight, I just considered it to be sort of a peer pressure thing by some guys, and they weren't violent or anything. It just looked ugly. It had an ugly tone to it the night, and it was just really hard peer pressure is what it turned out to be. I don't know, maybe. I mean, you had to be there. It was a rough night to experience this, and anyways, but my butt hung in there, and it hung in there because nothing happened. But anyways, yeah, I don't get scared too often, but that was my Halloween night. I was a little bit fearful for what might happen that night. Again, in hindsight, afterwards, it was like, this is just my demon's way of putting intense amount of peer pressure to convince me that I'm gay, because I must be if I couldn't take down Gina. So we need to get Chris. Everybody needs to get Chris laid, but they can't do it, and they don't know by who, if it's a guy or a girl or what. And anyways, it was a little intense that night, and my adrenaline was pumping there for some time, while sitting in the booth, mostly just to figure out gather the environment, thinking of ways to maybe get out of this. But again, just in the aftermath, it wasn't. How do you make light of the fact that you could have died that night? I don't know. It's just that it was I don't know. It wasn't just a bunch of kidding around, I guess.